I'm recording. Hello, and it's now 8:02 a.m. Hello, YouTube, and I'm your host, Miss Eraineyanewell. Let me tell you, I've been trying to get on YouTube for some months now. And I have a show called The Lady E Stone Show. And it's on Extreme, the network. I want to tell everyone, since everybody knows me in Chicago, that I have a TV show that I'm broadcasting live over the internet. And this is a live show for everyone. We're going to have hot topics about everything in this show. Not only that, but you can, if you have any suggestions or anything, or just anything you want to say, you can contact me, or you can reach my email. It's at eraineyanewell@yahoo.com. And anything that you have suggested, or you want to send in some suggestions, send them in, okay? We have, it's Saturday morning, 11:05 to 11. We had a talk this morning about, we're having a topic today, is going to be about femininity and masculinity. Everybody's getting femininity and masculinity mixed up in the gay community. You know, so we're trying to get things together now. Well, I need to quit saying that, but we have things together. It ain't no need, but we have it together now. So my child James is in the kitchen. Say hello, James.
Hola.
So James, why are you cooking our breakfast this morning? Tell me, honey. We have the topic that we was talking about, how the gay people get the masculinity and the femininity mixed up in the gay community. What do you feel about? How do you feel about that?
I feel that you should help when you're with it.
So you have to talk loud, honey. Come around this way.
Okay, sure.
Just make sure the fire is down on the bricks, baby. Okay. I'm going to turn this music down in a little bit. Excuse me for a minute. But we're still recording. But I want to know how you feel about that. You can talk to me.
Okay, well, masculine and femininity, some people are more feminine than others who are more masculine. And there's nothing wrong with two feminine people being together. There's nothing wrong with two masculine people being together. It's all in what you like and what you prefer.
Then why do people label it as who's the man and who's the woman?
Because people are so caught up in titles that it feels like, okay, if we're going to be gay to say it's okay and say that it's cool with society, then we have to have someone playing a certain role of being more masculine than the other person.
Mm-hmm. So you feel that so in your, they call it, in your gayhood, no, what type of person do you like as being gay?
As being gay, I like, I could date somebody masculine. I could also date somebody feminine. You know, it says taboo for two feminine people to get together. I don't believe it because, you know, it works out. Sometimes it all depends on what you're feeling and what you like. Me, myself, I'm in the entertainment industry, and as being a female impersonator, dating somebody more feminine or as feminine as me, a lot of people in the gay community would class us as lesbians. And I don't think that's correct. I just think I love who I love, you know? And it's okay if two feminine people want to get together. It's okay if two masculine people want to get together.
Now, do you feel that men that are masculine sometimes guess their sexuality because they're with another male, or say they with a female impersonator or a transgender, we call it these days? Do you feel that most masculine men either like a feminine because of the femininity, because they question their masculinity. Do you feel that they like that? Some of them do.
I think.
Do you feel that they question their masculinity? Say if you have a masculinity man, a man that's very masculine and he's gay, he know what he likes, but then he's still questioning. You know, how do you feel about when he's questioning his sexuality on those bases? Is it because he feels he should be more dominant than you? Because you have some people that are dominant that are feminine.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right.
you kind of get what I'm saying?
I understand. Kind of like my relationship. I'm very feminine at times. Sometimes I can be masculine, and sometimes he's very feminine, and he's also very masculine. And at times when I feel like being feminine, that's when his masculinity shows up, and when vice versa, when he feels like being feminine, that's when mine shows up. You know, it's all in how you look at it, and if you control it out and make it a balancing, it's like a balancing act. And sometimes masculine men who feel like they have to always have someone feminine, or they question themselves being with someone feminine, then that's someone that questions their sexuality.
Oh, okay. Now, by me being transgender, I've been this way all my life. I've been feminine all my life, and I can use myself as an example, and that is when I was growing up in my teenage days. I've always had this. People call me Miss or Miss. Okay. Right. I've been feminine all my life. Going to church, I had a big problem being that way.
Right.
You have people that question you and look at you. Well, is he a girl or is he a girl or a boy? You know, like that. Right. So one day, I was working at this hotel, and this guy called downstairs. I was a PBX operator. I'll never forget it. Okay. And he said to me, what is your name? You have such a nice voice. I said, well, good evening. Welcome to blah, blah, blah. You going to finish that? And he said to me, what is your name? I told him my name. He said, your name is what? I told him, my name is thank you. My name is what my name is. You know, he didn't believe me, so he came downstairs. And at that time, I wasn't who I am today. Okay. And he came downstairs and asked for me. Oh, these some sickening boots. And he turned right back around. At that time, I had a mustache and a beard, and it didn't go with my personality, should I say? So I went home and I had a long thought with myself. Sometimes you have to go into yourself and figure out what do you want to do with your life. Right. Okay, I love me. I've always been me. I've always been sure of my life. Right. Of what I wanted to be. You know, close that door, please. And I've always was sure what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, how I wanted to be it, and the way I wanted to be it. Right. So that's what I did. I became. Hello. I became Eraineya, you know, and I love Eraineya because Eraineya brought me out even more to be sure of myself and my sexuality, you know. I've been through a lot of stuff as being this way because, you know, you have people that will smile in your face and snap and turn around. Oh, thank you.
I know, right?
and turn around and say,
good morning, Rain.
Good morning, Mr. Weathersby. How are you?
How y'all doing?
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Oh, don't smile too loud. You want to sit over here on the couch with us?
No. What's the subject?
Well, the subject that we
are running a TV/radio station here.
Yes, this is delicious.
Delicious.
Oh,
thank you, son. I love it.
My child just cooked me breakfast, honey, so we can still have this morning breakfast talk while I eat.
Mrs. Stone is wrong.
Right.
What's up, boo?
So I'm going to put this over here for a minute.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Delicious.
No, the thing was...
What's our theme for today?
Masculinity and femininity. What we was talking about earlier. And when the guy came up and he asked me, you know, like I said, I had a long thought with myself and said, well, look, I'm going to have to bring this out a little bit more. You know, I went through little things like my hair and my face and the way I looked and, you know, yes.
Masculinity and femininity is our theme for today.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and
I was using myself as an example. Yes.
So I came in on the AN on this one.
Not really, because
I mean the AN. I ain't cutting on.
I mean, really, if you feel that, what was I saying? Oh,
I threw off.
we was talking about how me as an example, went through what I went through, and how I was going emotionally through things, and I went through it by myself. Because at that time, when I was coming out, I couldn't talk to nobody. I've always been a self-taught person. I've always taught myself how to cook, clean. I took care of my mother for a long time before she died. God bless her soul. Hello, Melba. That's Mama. And, you know, when my mother passed, I had to think about what I wanted to do. You know, I had 2 kids at that time, my two sons, and I tried to be there for them, and I was there for them no matter what. So everything started circling the minute I became Eraineya. I started doing shows, and I've been doing shows and entertaining for 30 years. And this is why I wanted to have this TV show, to let people know that there's nothing impossible for you to do, you know. And as far as the masculinity is concerned, I had to deal with my own self. I learned one thing: can nobody live your life for you but you. You know, you have to be able to live your own life based on how you feel. You know, if you love this person, you know, if he's feminine or if he or she is feminine. You know, that goes with the same thing with the lesbians too. My kid's mother, I hate doing this, but I'm going to put it out there. My kid's mother was lesbian. And she was masculine at that time. So I still don't remember how all this happened, but I still, you know, because I had friends that were gay growing up, you know, but they used to tell me, you're so feminine, you know, you're so feminine. What?
Femininity and masculinity.
Well, I'm using myself again as an example, because the simple fact is, yes, I'm serious. Because the simple fact is, people need to know, not labeling it. You asked the question earlier, why people label these things about their life. If you love a person based on how you feel, why question it?
James, you know what? Run a radio station here, needs some feedback. Because one person sit down there and talk all day,
I was getting feedback. Who came in here and give you directions? For you to give directions. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
How do you feel about your masculinity now that you're with me?
You know what? It took a long time for me to learn. I'm a masculine. It took a long time for me to look at people, and people looked at me in such a strange way. Because the way I walk around, the way I talk, you know.
No, right. Because you don't appear to be a feminine gay man. This is the topic that we're talking about.
I'm not feminine. I'm masculine.
Of course. Now, do you have questions about your sexuality? About that? I
had questions every day till I met you. What case called?
Well, can I have my plate, please? What questions until you met me? I mean, what inspired you from me to...
I used to walk the streets at night looking for love. But it wasn't the love that I wanted. It was like some type of love that,
Can you talk a little louder, please?
No, I used to walk... No, I'm going to say what I said.
Talk a little louder.
Louder? Okay. Oh, okay, so we on the red line.
Yeah.
We on the red line, right.
Mm-hmm.
And there was things that I used to do, Jake, sir, and I'm not going to question myself about my masculinity. I am a man. I was born a man. I'm a die man. But I like what I like. So I used to work at Cheeks.
Can't say names on TV.
Now we're gonna start recording all over again.
Well, Jesus,
I was a DJ.
Right.
I mean, because I used to work for Frankie Knuckles, you know, Pumpkin, yeah. Ryan Hardy.
Be careful of names. I want them to watch the clip and be trying to see